Good morning, traders. I hope you are well. I hope you had a good weekend. I am back. I am back in the sandpit. I've gone from the mountains, the jungle of the Philippines, back into the desert of Dubai. So, yeah, it's good to be back, guys. I had a great holiday. Apologies for Friday's video. But yeah, like I said, I was literally in the mountains, in a jungle. Okay, recommend the Philippines, guys. You should check it out. You should definitely go to this country. So yeah, back to get focused, guys. Let's get focused on the channel, focused on our Discord channel, and most importantly, let's get focused on our trades. Yeah, but obviously, guys, we won't have any trades from Friday, so there's no recap today. But we have still got lots to talk about today. Yeah, loads of stuff to talk about. Yeah, US dollar, Japanese yen. We've got a few trade ideas for today as well. And also the important news for today, guys. All right, so lots to talk about. Before we start, I am excited to say that we're going to do our live stream on Wednesday. Yeah, we are back to do our live stream, 6:30 a.m. London GMT this Wednesday. We'll start the live streams again. Get your questions ready, guys. Get your thinking caps on. I'm sure you've had lots of questions because the month of October has been super duper volatile and difficult to trade. Yeah, all the traders in the Discord channel, yeah, I feel your pain. There's been lots of tricky trading, tricky trading environment. Okay, so yeah, get all your questions ready for that Wednesday morning. What else, guys? Like I say, we've got a Discord channel. Please come and join us. Yeah, the link is in the comments below the vid. And also, guys, if you're interested in being mentored with myself one-on-one, then please drop us an email at hello simplyforex@gmail.com. All right, guys, so let's get started. So today is Monday, the 24th of October. And I think we should start by looking at the dollar index. So this is the dollar index, guys, and we've pinpointed these two grey zones for weeks now. And these are the two important zones that the dollar is reacting at. Okay, and as you can see on Friday, guys, we had this super bearish candle on the dollar index, which was reflected across a few of the major dollar pairs. What I like about this candle is the fact that it breaks all of these lows. Yeah, so all of these lows where price was reacting, yeah, this candle where it closes actually breaks all of those lows. Okay, so if you like to think of it like this box of indecision, which it was, yeah, has now been broken with this candle. Okay, so yeah, just by looking at this alone, I expect this to come back down to this grey zone and test this area again. Okay, if there's a lot of indecision as to where the dollar will go, we might see this over the coming weeks, a bit of a ranging market, but we'll see. It depends a lot on the macroeconomic view and environment, guys. All right, so yeah, but that's what I'm seeing on dollar index. Let's see how that's reflected in some of the some of the US dollar pairs. So let's take a look at the euro US dollar. It hasn't actually reflected in trade ideas. Yeah, this big bearish reaction on the dollar, or bullish, depending on which currency pair you're looking at. So euro US dollar, for example, the whole of the Discord channel was pinpointed this area as an important zone, and it is, guys. Yeah, you've got this diagonal grey channel here, followed by this area of support here. So this zone here becomes a strong zone for sellers, all right, because of the downward diagonal channel and this area of resistance. But I wouldn't fancy selling this candle. Yeah, look at this strong bullish candle, which was reflected on the dollar index. So I wouldn't buy into this zone, that's for sure. And I wouldn't sell on this candle. So euro US dollar is a bit of a non-trade for me, guys. H1 could break down in this zone and come back down. Okay. So yeah, so that's one dollar pair to look at. I'm just looking at a few dollar pairs. These are not trade ideas, guys. Another one is this. This is the Aussie dollar against the US dollar. And again, we had a box of indecision here. Okay. And then we've had this strong bullish candle react. The only problem we have here, guys, normally I would trade such a pair. If we had indecision followed by a bullish or bearish candle, I would happily trade that. But it's hitting into this area of resistance. Yeah, these lows here, yeah, are clear resistance for this pair, and it's hitting the moving average 20. So again, we've had this strong dollar reaction, but I would be reluctant to buy this pair. Okay, I'd be reluctant to buy the euro US dollar. I'd be reluctant to buy the Aussie dollar US dollar. Yeah, because there is resistance here. Okay. Next one is the pound US dollar. To be honest with you, I don't even know why I look at the pound US dollar because, let's be honest, the British government is an absolute shambles at the moment. Slightly embarrassing because I'm from that country. So, yeah, I can only apologise for all the politicians in my country. They are all pretty useless at the moment. And this is reflected in the pound as well. You know, we're seeing these whipsaws in the pound. We're seeing constant news releases about the government or about the finance minister. And it's just led to a bit of a chaotic pair. So, again, we've seen a strong reaction in the dollar, but I can't trade this. Yeah, this area here is all, yeah, potential resistance as well. So, yeah, I'd stay away from the pound. I'd stay away from the pound pretty much full stop at the moment. It's just become such a volatile currency. So yeah, no trade there. So yeah, there's 3 US dollar pairs that I think are not tradable. But our first trade idea for today is going to be this. It's going to be the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, guys. And we're looking to short this pair. Pretty much all last week I was shorting this pair as well. Because for me, it's the only pair, US dollar pair, that is in a downward structure, or if we're selling. Okay, so if we look at the structure, as you can see, guys, it was in an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then when this area here breaks, yeah, sorry, it didn't create higher highs, which is always a red flag. But when this low here breaks, yeah, I am looking to sell this pair. All right. And then when price came back up and tested these last highs, which it has, yeah, I was trading shorts off of this candle. I was looking for shorts off of this candle. Okay. And now we've had this candle as well form on Friday. So I'm looking to short this pair. What I really like about this candle, guys, is obviously it's very bearish, but it's broken all of these lows. This low of this candle, this low of this candle, these lows of these candles. So it's broken all of these lows. All right, so that's what I really like about this candle. So the idea is to take this shorter back down to this last low here. This will be our higher time frame target, this 13514 level. Okay, guys, we're looking to short this pair. This is a trade idea. So let's pop down to the H1 now. Pop down. So we're going to the shops. Let's pop down to the H1. And find our grey zones. I'll do this with you this morning, guys, because I think it will be good for your learning. So let's start with the H4 candle, H4 time frame, guys, because the H1's a little bit messy. So what I'm seeing here is this area is a grey zone. Yeah, you can clearly see that, guys. Price has been reacting at this level. Okay. Yeah, reacting. Okay. Yeah, and then I would say this level here as well. This was once the support which price was bouncing off of, but as you can see, it's now broken. And it's also broken on the H4 chart here. All right. So they're the two zones I'm looking at on the H4. If we pop down to the H1 now, we can sort of look to refine this. if necessary. And to be honest with you guys, it doesn't need refining. Those grey zones look good to me. I may adjust this slightly to take into account these lows here. Okay, but yeah, these would be my two grey zones, guys. All right, so what am I looking for? So price has already broken this lower grey zone here, guys. Yeah, price has already broken this. What we could see is a retrace back into this grey zone. We get a bearish reaction, okay, and then we can enter the trade short. All right. Remember, when I get 1:1, I will close 80% and then leave 20% to run. Or, guys, price could retrace all the way back up to here. It wouldn't surprise me the way these dollar pairs have been reacting. So, yeah, price could retrace all the way up into this grey zone. But again, we want to see a bearish reaction, enter the trade. I would close 80% at this last grey zone here, and then let 20% run of my trade. Okay. Also, guys, I think this is potentially an idea. What could happen is price retrace into. Sorry, I'm using a. Sorry, guys. Okay, we didn't want this. I'm doing all sorts of unusual indicators there, and I apologize. I don't know why that was. What we could see, guys, is this. Price retrace into here somewhere. Okay, and then we get a bearish candlestick pattern. Again, I think that could be an entry to come lower. But again, I'd close 80% of this grey zone and then leave 20% to run. All right, guys, but US dollar, Canadian dollar short, that is our first trade idea for today. So, yeah, that was just a quick look at all the euro, keep saying euro, all the US dollar pairs, all right? And the US dollar, Canadian dollar short is the one I like the most out of that. I think that could capitalize on that dollar weakness. All right, the next elephant in the room from Friday was the Japan government intervention on the yen. I mean, look at the yen. This is US dollar, Japanese yen. Have you ever seen an uptrend quite like that? Okay, and so the Japanese government got involved. Yeah, they got involved here. Sorry, guys, I keep showing you my screen. Remember, guys, they got involved here. This was government intervention. Okay, and then on Friday they got involved again. Okay, they don't want their yen to weak, so they were just buying yen in the forex markets, therefore giving yen strength. Okay, so we've had a bit of government intervention on the yen pairs. So how does this impact us? Do we have a trade off the back of this? So US dollar yen, no. Yeah, I wouldn't be shorting that, still in an uptrend. If we look at euro yen, yeah, this is still clearly in an uptrend as well. And arguably it's bounced off of this. I'm just looking at a few different yen pairs, guys. What is interesting on some of these yen pairs is the weekly candles. So because of that government intervention, as these last highs here, you will see this across a few different yen pairs. These last highs here have held, yeah, because of this wick. Yeah, this wick closed below this last high. So because of that government intervention, weekly highs have held. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. But if we go to the day chart, I am not shorting that. I wouldn't look to buy it because like I say, that weekly candle was closed inside, and I wouldn't look to short it because it's in an uptrend and bouncing off this area here. Okay, so when we get this, guys, we've had this with a yen pair a few times. When we get this selling pressure from the weekly candle and this buying pressure from the daily candle, it makes it a bit of a untradeable pair. Okay, but one yen pair I am interested in is this. This is the Aussie dollar against the Japanese yen. All right, and I'm interested in this because day structure is in a downtrend. Okay, the structure is with our trade idea. But let's start with the weekly candle, the weekly time frame, sorry. And what I'm seeing, guys, is a potential head and shoulders. Okay, so this last area here, these highs here, yeah, from weeks ago, you can see potentially this is a shoulder, this is a head, and now price has come up. And is it creating another shoulder? We shall see. Okay, but guys, I know you've missed them. You've missed these head and shoulder patterns. Yeah, I look for patterns, guys. I look for patterns, whether it's an ascending triangle, a descending triangle, head and shoulders, double top, double bottom. Yeah, I do place some emphasis on patterns. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing with Aussie dollar, Japanese yen on the weekly chart. So potential head and shoulders pattern, we shall see. And then on the day chart, guys, price is in a downtrend. Yeah, we've got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then these last highs have held. Okay, and price has bounced off here with this admittedly intervention from the Japanese government, but it's still a very bearish wick, a rejection wick at these higher highs. Okay, so for that reason, guys, I'm willing to start looking for shorts on Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, yeah, so that's my reason why on the day chart. Let's look at the H1 for our how we're going to trade it. But if you look at this blue line here, guys, these are my targets: 9,300. Yeah, this level here, or even all the way back down to these lows. All right. So yeah, let's look at the H1 chart for our how. And again, guys, obviously the charts are going to be a little bit messy. Yeah, because of these whipsaws and government intervention, etc. So I am seeing this as a level. Okay, potentially this. All right. So price has reacted here, here, even reacted here. Okay, it's reacted here, and it reacted here. Okay, so this is a level for me of interest where price could react. Price could also react here. Yeah, this is obviously going to be quite a large grey zone, but we do need to take into account, yeah, this last high and this last high. So this grey, which makes this grey zone quite large. All right. So remember, we're looking for shorts, guys. So price, first of all, could come back up to here, test maybe this high or even this high. We get a bearish reaction. We could enter the trade. I would take price down to this grey zone, first of all. If I get a risk to reward of 1:1, close 80% here. Yeah, and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys. Or price could react at this grey zone. It'll be interesting to see how the market opens. Yeah, so price could could react at this grey zone. We get a bearish candle, a bearish candlestick pattern form. I apologize; these are new teeth. Okay, we could get a bearish candlestick pattern form. Yeah, we enter the trade again. We come down to the last H1 low, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. Okay, so Aussie dollar, Japanese yen short. And then, guys, we've got two more trades that we're interested in. The first one is this. This is the euro against the Aussie dollar. And we are interested in this. We do not like the daily candle, but we're interested in this because of this, basically. Okay, let's remove this. This was okay. So because of this grey zone, guys, we're interested in this pair. Yeah, so this was obviously clearly good resistance at one time, and then price has broke up. It's now come back and testing this level to potentially go higher. What I don't like about this, guys, is this very bearish candle. Okay, but what I want to see, therefore, is a change in H1 structure in this grey zone. All right, so let's drop down to the H1 time frame. And guys, yeah, just quickly, if you're enjoying this analysis and would like to receive it every morning, then come join us at Simply Forex. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and then also smash that like button, guys. All right, help support the channel. Thank you very much. So, guys, yeah, we've got our grey zone here. Price hasn't quite got down to this zone yet, but all I want to see is price to continue down into this grey zone. Okay, where it will start reacting, we don't know. We can look for candlestick patterns, but what I want to see is perhaps, you know, this kind of reaction, and then we can come higher. Okay, so for me, we only trade this if we start getting a change in H1 structure. Okay, yeah, it could look something like this, and then we can start to trade it. Okay, this may not even happen in one day, guys. It might take a couple of days for this H1 structure to change because of the bearishness of that daily candle. All right, but this is what I want to see in this grey zone. It could happen in the space of today. And then another trade idea is this, guys. So pound against the New Zealand dollar. Okay, and we're looking to buy this pair. So this is obviously an area of support. Yeah, it's proven this a couple of times. It's reacted here and here. Okay, so price is now in this grey zone. What I think will happen is price will come back up to here, come back up to this 2,000 level. Okay, and then what we might be seeing, guys, is another head and shoulders. Yeah, so price comes here, reacts here, comes here, and then starts coming down. Okay, so I've started to see head and shoulders again, guys. Yeah, seeing them in my sleep, wake up in cold sweats. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but yeah, it's a head and shoulders pattern potentially. But for me, this is still in an uptrend. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. The lower lows haven't broken, so I think we can take price back up to this blue line here. All right, guys. But again, it's just one of those trades where it comes to our grey zone. I want to see a change in H1 structure. Okay, so what could happen, guys, is this. So this is H1 and it's in a downward structure, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Yeah. If this doesn't create new lows, this is encouraging. And then price comes back up, breaks these highs here, comes back down, retests. We can start looking for buys with price action similar to this, guys. Yeah, I'm not a fortune teller, but I expect price action to look a little bit like this. Okay, so yeah, pound, New Zealand dollar in our grey zone, H1 structure break. We're looking to buy that, guys. Okay, I would close. Yeah, this is our last high here. I would close 80% here, and then I would let 20% run up to our higher time frame. All right, guys. So let's just recap on the actual, because there was lots of information there. There's lots of interesting things happened on Friday, but the trade ideas are this: US dollar, Canadian dollar, short, Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, short, Euro, Aussie dollar, H1 structure change, and then we can start looking for buys. And the same with pound, New Zealand, guys. We want to see a H1 structure break to the upside, and then we can start looking for longs. All right, guys. So, yeah, they're the trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis, then please come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button, guys. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. Thank you. So news for Monday, the 24th of October. As you can see, New Zealand, the Lucky Devils are on holiday. The first piece of interesting news for us is this. At 8:30 London GMT, we've got German manufacturing PMI. So a 3-star rating. This could really move the euro. If we carry on down at 9:30 London GMT, we've got 3-star rating news coming out of the UK. So composite PMI, manufacturing PMI, and services PMI, guys. So this Yeah, this could really move the pound, guys. Yeah, three-star rating, so must be aware of that. And then after that, guys, there's no other news that we're really interested in. All right, so yeah, that's the news, guys. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share the video. I hope you have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.